Hello everybody, it's Miss Mara from Bloomfield Public Library, and we are back again reading another book by Jacqueline Woodson. She is the author and it is illustrated by Leo Espinozo, and it's called The World Belonged to Us. And it is a great book because it is about Brooklyn. And I am a Brooklyn girl, born and raised, so I am especially fond of this book and so happy to read it to you. In Brooklyn, in the summer, not so long ago, grown-ups always had someplace to be or some kind of work to do. But the minute school ended, us kids were free as air, free as sun, free as summer. And even before school ended, the street got so hot that someone always found a wrench to turn the hydrant on, and someone else found a soup cart to scrape against the curb till the top and bottom were gone. And it wasn't a soup can anymore. It was a super scooter. And our mamas opened the windows and hollered, "Don't get your school clothes wet." I remember many a fire extinguisher being opened. But we had to run through the water, book bags and all, because our teacher's final words had been, "Have a good summer." Our only plan on that last day of summer was to take what they said seriously. So when I was a little girl, I left Connecticut the day school ended, and I went to Brooklyn, and I didn't come home until the day school started. And I was so happy to be in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn in the summer, not so long ago, my mom would straighten my hair for school with a hot comb, then twist it into spiraling curls that she said should last a while. But they only lasted until I read head first into the hydrant, and quick as that, my hair sprung back from straightened curls to natural coils, because it was finally summer, and hair too had a right to be free. I had the same situation. My grandma would straighten my hair, and it didn't last. From the end of breakfast till the beginning of dinner, every single day, all summer long, we played in the street, shooting bottle caps we filled with tar across chalk-drawn scully boards. Did not know about that. We spun tops and learned to take turns and flicked our double Dutch ropes into blurs, singing, not last night, but the night before, a nickel and a pickle come knocking at my door. And we jumped and we ran and we played, and the whole wide world felt like it belonged to us. Oh, double Dutch, I love it. And some days we scraped our knees, but there was always an older kid nearby who said, "It's gonna be all right," and maybe even tell us stories about being our age, about stitches and broken arms. And if someone said, "Boys don't cry," some big boy always said, "Oh yeah," and had a story about the time he cried and cried until our eyes grew wide and our hearts and our hurt knees were forgotten. There was always some new kind of fun we built forts out of enormous boxes, and then we admired what we made together. Tell your refrigerator box is the best thing ever. We said, "You sure can draw, and you sure can build, and you sure can jump, and you sure can sing," and we meant it. In Brooklyn in the summer, not so long ago, it was easy to believe that anything was possible when a guy from our block was good enough to play for the Mets, and a girl from our block sang on a big stage in Manhattan, and a woman someone's cousin knew wrote a whole book about Brooklyn. Who do you think that was? Think about that. Could that have been Jacqueline Woodson right there? I think so. That's so cool. And someone always had a ball and a stick to hit with. or a stoop to throw it against. And if they didn't, we found a soda can and played steal the bacon and kick the can. Oh, we did kick the can. In Brooklyn, in the summer, not so long ago, we learned to watch and listen, playing tag, Ringoletto, and hide and seek inside hallways and behind thin-limbed trees and garbage cans. And our block was the whole wide world, and the world belonged to us. Oh, I love this book. Afternoons, when we heard the beautiful sound of an ice cream truck, we yelled up to our mother, "Can I have 50 cents for a cone with rainbow sprinkles?" That was a long time ago. You cannot get a cone for 50 cents anymore. And sometimes our mother wrapped change into scarves and tossed them down to us. That's so cool. And our scarves of money held high became a parade of us kids chasing a truck with our own song. Wait, wait, wait. We want a cone. Then we shared with the friends with no money, because some days the ones with no money were us. Oh, I love a Mr. Frosty. In Brooklyn, in the summer, not so long ago, we didn't need doorbells or telephones, just two hands to cup around our mouth and a voice loud enough to be heard. So we called out to each other in Spanish, "Hola!" in English, "Hello!" in Polish, in German, in Chinese, and we ruled the block in all of our languages, playing and playing and playing until dusk fell and the street lights came on. You know what that meant for me? That meant it was time to go home. And one by one, our mothers raised their windows again, this time to call us home. So we said, "To be continued." We said, "You're still it." We said, "Don't forget it was my turn." We said, "Wear your green t-shirt and I'll wear mine so we can be twinsies." We said, "What are you having for dinner? Maybe I can eat over tomorrow." And we would say, "See you later, alligator." And our words echoed out over the block like a lullaby we'll always remember. I ran up the stairs to my stoop, always excited already about tomorrow, and tomorrow after that, and then to many tomorrows to come, not just in Brooklyn, not just in the summer, but everywhere I'll ever go and always. And I think that this is little Jacqueline Woodson, who grew up and became Jacqueline Woodson, was really famous enough that we're reading all of her books this month. And The World Belonged to Us was my total favorite one because I'm a Brooklyn girl inside and out. Goodbye, everybody.